Good morning, students. Today we will study the second poem of the book Flamingo, that is an elementary school classroom in a slum. Here, elementary means a school where the children are taught between the ages of 5 and 13, and slum here means an area of a city where living conditions are extremely bad and where the buildings are dirty and have not been repaired for a long time, where the houses they are in a very bad condition. This poem is by Stephen Spender. Now let us discuss about the poet. Stephen Spender, he was born in 1909 and passed away in 1995. He was an English poet. He left University College, Oxford, without taking a degree and went to Berlin in 1930. Spender took a keen interest in politics and declared himself to be a socialist and pacifist. Socialist means he was a society loving, and pacifist he was a peace loving poet. Books of Spender include poems of dedication, the creative element, the struggle of modern. In an elementary school classroom in Assam, he is focused on the theme of social injustice and class inequalities. Social injustice here means that it is a situation when some unfair practices are being carried in the society. And class inequalities means is the existence of unequal opportunities and rewards for different social positions within a group of society. Now, let us discuss the introduction of the chapter. This poem brings out the contrast between the rich and poor people. In this poem, the poet he describes the classroom of a school in a slum. The poor conditions in the classroom are pale looking, their hairs are restless, rootless weeds. Rootless weed means useless wild plants. Their future is dark. Why their future is dark? Because they belong to the poor families. The poet thinks that these poor children must be taken out of their dirty and unhygienic conditions. They must breathe in fresh and open air. Only healthy children can dream high and create history. Now, let us read out the first stanza of the poem. Far, far from gusty waves, these children's faces, like rootless weeds, the hair torn round the pillar, the tall girl with her weighed down head, the paper seeming boy with red eyes. This stanza, I want to tell you about the poetic devices which the poet uses in this poem. In this stanza, he uses in this stanza two poetic devices, simile and metaphor. The meaning of these two are the comparison, but in this there is a use of the words like or as. In this, there's no use of words like or as. Far, far from gusty waves, these children's faces. There, first of all, he says far, far. Use of repetition is there to lay stress on the distance that is very far away. Then he says gusty waves. Gusty waves, it implies that strong wind, which is a sudden strong rush of wind. This gusty is very much full of energy. Now, so this line, far, far from gusty waves, the children's faces, saying the faces of these children's, the faces of the children are very far from being energetic as they should be. Then he says like rootless weeds. So this is again a simile. Why this is a simile? Because in this poet use this word like. Here the students they are compared to useless wild plants. He says rootless means without any foundation, without being attached to something. Further, he says weeds are unwanted plants, grow anywhere. So, poet is saying these children are unwanted, without any winding, without any attachment. Further he says their hairs are, their hairs they are paler. Their hairs are paler. Paler means pale faces. Their hairs torn around their paler means here that pale faces. Their faces are pale. That may be due to the lack of nutrition. And further he describes the sum of the students in the classroom. In the class there is a tall girl. He uh, he uses here adjective. He uses here this, the tall is here adjective, because because maybe compared to other students she's older in the classroom. This girl is older in the classroom. Her head is hung down. Her head, that is way down, means hung down, due to the burden of poverty, as she belongs to the poor family. Then the next boy, he says the paper seeming boy. This is again the metaphor. Why it's a metaphor? Because this boy is compared to the paper, compared with the paper. This paper seeming boy again is a metaphor to describe the boy that is his skin is as thin and white as paper. His eyes are rat's eyes. This means he is greedy, selfish, wants to grab everything because he does not have anything, and he is an undernourished boy, and always in search of food. So in this way I have explained the first stanza of the poem, and here I have written the meanings of some difficult words. So the next stanzas I will explain them in the next videos. So you should read about the poet, introduction, and the explanation of the stanza. Thank you.